Hello, and welcome to 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk. This is episode 251. I'm your host, comedian Tracey Carnazzo, joined by my co host, Noelle Winters Herzog, the comedian.
Oh, I'm here. The comedian's here.
Hello.
Hi.
We're here to talk about 90 Day Fiance Season 10, Episode 8. Do you have not that much notes?
Yeah, same as last week. I didn't have a lot of notes last week.
Okay, because
because they showed us 1 minute of Gino and Jasmine and 1 minute of Devin and Nick.
Yes.
That's the problem. It's like Gino and Jasmine, it was one conversation. They never showed us anymore. It was so weird.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
This is only on episode 8.
They're trying to take nothing and make it into something with the season. This is a bullshit season. Mm-hmm.
Why are we not the producers of this show?
Right.
I'll never understand.
The Other Way is what this should have been.
The Other Way is
Plus.
20 episodes in, and I can't wait to watch it later to see what happens.
Well, that's the thing, because I'm like, you're like, yeah, I'm gonna watch The Other Way after this, and I'm thinking like, you don't even have to do that tonight, you know? And
I like
you
to watch
want
it.
to. Yep.
Yeah, I like to watch that show.
Yeah.
I do not like to watch the show.
Me too. That's the thing. I don't like to watch this.
I don't like to watch this, but you know what? I do love to watch The Jersey Shore. And we have a brand new podcast called Macaroni Rascals, a Jersey Shore podcast available exclusively on Patreon. Go to patreon.com/trash talk podcast or go right down there in the show notes and click the link. Join at the super duper level and up, and you will get to listen to our wonderful podcast. It starts at season 1, episode 1.
Yeah, we're about to do episode 3, right? It's coming.
We're about to do episode 3.
Yeah. I didn't watch
coming,
it yet,
baby.
but I will.
No, I mean, I didn't either.
Okay, good.
Okay, let's jump into the pool.
So who's first?
Sophie and Rob, yeah.
Okay, because I took notes in the car, and then when I came home, I retook my notes, and I'm just asking.
Okay, Sophie and Rob. So now all of a sudden, because she has nowhere to go, and because she does want to be in America, she goes, he didn't cheat on me.
He didn't cheat on. Now suddenly he didn't cheat on her. Now he didn't really do much wrong.
I'm not disagreeing with her.
Right, but why is it different now?
But she needs to stick to her story.
Yes.
That is my problem. So they go to the beach. So they're going to Venice Beach, exactly where they were when they were you remember in the beginning, she was like, "Oh, I would love to live here." And he's like, "Shut up."
I like this. Did you notice he had on like a linen bomber? It was like almost like a cream color, which is my favorite. Mm-hmm. It was so nice. I really was into this jacket.
Maybe it was from Zara.
I don't know. Try navigating the Zara website.
Oh, I can't. I don't.
Mind. Yeah.
I didn't notice his outfit, but I did notice her corset top and her satin cargos and her heels. I have never in my life wanted to give someone a makeover. And now this is coming from me.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly a fashionista.
Yeah, but this is what's in now.
Oh, I'm just talking about giving her a bath.
Oh, I mean, obviously she needs a bath. I want to redo her hair so bad. I could redo so much to
but
her
I want to see what her hair is.
I want the ponytail to come off.
Take the ponytail off. Take the pins out. Take a shower inside.
Yeah.
And let me see what we have to work with.
She hasn't washed her hair.
Or her face.
No.
I don't even know why she fights for the inside bathroom.
She doesn't even need it.
She doesn't even need it. She just needs to go poo-poo and pee-pee in it. So she is enamored that there's an inside bathroom.
I know. Well, he makes a joke out of it. Wow, for once he laughs.
Right? So they're outside by the fire pit and he gets Indian takeout food.
Right. And it blows her mind.
Oh my
God. He just thinks of me.
He apologizes, blah, blah, blah. They're in love. And then she goes, "Okay, make a toast to me."
Okay, but that was funny.
I know.
Because Tracey would be like, "Okay, tell me how much you love me.
Tell me about what.
Tell me about when I was a little girl.
Yeah.
Tell me what first attracted you to me."
Oh, I love these games.
I know you. I'm in the car with Tracey. I have explained everything I like about her 100 times.
Thank you. What is your favorite thing about me? Just if you had to say like off the top of your head.
Okay, that you make everything I'm scared of seem not scary at the time that I'm scared.
That's so special. That's like a really nice skill I have.
Yeah, no, really. Like when I'm freaking out, you make things seem way not scary.
I like when I text you when I'm having a breakdown and then you text me like 5 paragraphs and I go, "Okay, you're right."
Me too. It makes me feel better.
Yeah. I'm like, "Okay. Yes." But I don't like I just read it and I go, "Yes."
Sorry, I'm choking on my water.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because when you're not anxious about something, you'll say, remind me of this when I'm anxious.
Yes.
And I store it in my brain for you.
you just you have like a keystroke that you put in, you're like crazy, and then it just comes out with the whole paragraph.
Keystroke.
Oh man. So
yes,
she goes to a brewery for some privacy to call her mother.
Without headphones on.
Just some privacy. Just some private, just a private brewery.
You're just talking to your mom. I really inhaled my water. Sorry.
No, I see this.
You're just talking to your mom. Willy-nilly.
Private.
William.
In a private brewery.
Not with one headphone on. Not even one.
It's a private brewery.
She rented it.
She rented it. It's an Airbnb brewery.
Great.
It's a bed and brewery.
Thanks.
I feel like you're choking and I want to help you.
No, now I'm better.
Okay.
I had to take another sip to counteract
it. Was like, you're in a private brewery? She's like, I am in a private Airbnb brewery.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, this is so sad.
Okay, this time, I noticed the crazy in her eyes and the crazy in her lips.
Okay.
I did notice her mother lips. Yeah.
Is Sharon Osbourne.
Yeah, I love her though.
So she said that she knows that he wasn't cheating because she had tracked his phone and he was always home.
So, okay. So she said she's been tracking him for 3 years. So he's been home for 3 years. She knows
he can't cheat on you in his apartment.
Cheated. Right. She knows that he's never cheated because she's been tracking his phone.
He's never gone outside.
You know every single place he ever goes to.
I don't know.
I think that this is bullshit.
She's like, he really didn't cheat in real life. And her mom's like, well, he only makes you happy 38.5% of the time.
She's not wrong.
Honestly, it's better than being only loved 55%.
That's true.
Yeah.
Only a little attracted.
Her mother is coming in a week or two, though. And she's going to talk to Rob. That's good.
Okay. So they used to fight in Mexico together.
It's so much fun.
It's like, I don't even understand what Sophie was trying to say. Like, my mom and Rob fought because I would fight with my mom and Rob would get mad. Like, what is she talking about?
Sophie, grow up.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like she's full of shit. She's just full of it.
Well, these things are hard to navigate.
They are very hard to navigate.
And this show is sponsored by BetterHelp.
Everyone on the show, on the franchise, on TLC could use BetterHelp.
Okay, Noelle.
Yeah.
As far as holiday gifts,
do
you exchange gifts? Like, what do you do with your family?
Usually I exchange gifts and it gives me massive anxiety.
Oh, good. Well, some people, they exchange gifts, cards, vacations, experiences. Some people like have some kind of like donations that they make in each other's names.
Yeah.
I don't know. Whether or not your family gives gifts during the holidays, you get to define how you give to yourself.
Oh, I like that.
And holidays are a great time to do that. So whether it's by starting therapy, going easier on yourself during the tough moments, or treating yourself to a day of complete rest, remember to give yourself some love this holiday season. What's rest like?
Okay, so I want to tell you guys, I beg Tracey to give herself a day of rest. And then Tracey tells me, stop thinking you have to do everything. And one day it's okay not to. And these are the conversations we have every day.
But we don't ever do it.
No, never. You know what it took? Us getting the flu to do it.
I know.
Barely doing it too.
I know. And then we did 5 podcasts in one day. Anyway, if you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online. It's designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. In the season of giving, give yourself what you need with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/fiance today and get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/fiance.
Moving
on. We're moving on to Jasmine and Gino. Speaking of BetterHelp.
Jasmine and Gino. I don't like Gino, right? And yet I feel bad for him.
I don't like either of them. They're so unlikable to me.
They are, but like, I think Gino's to the point where it's like he's going to have a nervous breakdown.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So he's building the doggy steps and she comes in dressed like Princess Diana.
Her brooch
is just front and center.
But her brooch is on top of a button and it's like you couldn't even center it.
You couldn't even.
What is this?
It should be over yonder.
You're right. She is in like Hillary Clinton clothes.
Yes. She's Hillary Clinton and Princess Diana's love child.
Yes. It's so weird. I do like the forest green, but this is very weird.
Okay. I was talking to Lauren Mills last night about Jasmine's lips. You know, I have a problem with lips.
I have not noticed that you have a thing for mouths in general.
I do. But here's the thing.
Yeah.
For some reason, Jasmine's lips don't bother me as much as other people's lips because
they're even.
They're
not lumpy either.
They're not lumpy and they don't
spread.
They don't give that Simpsons effect. It's just her lips, but giant. I mean, they're way too big.
No, I agree with that. Like Claire, Sophie's mom, like her lips were crooked as hell.
Or it's her lips looks like she grew a slug to her mouth.
Right. And it's like everyone you look like even like Ariella from Ariella and Binyam, I remember her lips were like spreading.
Yes.
So like a lot of these lips spread, a lot of them are lumpy. Jasmine's lips are actually very smooth.
That's what I'm saying. They're filled with possibly sidewalk cement.
Right. Like they're not filled with mashed potatoes with skins.
No. No, they're smooth. They're like an instant mashed potato.
Yeah.
They're not they're not an Applebee's side of red skin mashed potatoes.
No, they're not. And unfortunately, those are delicious, but they don't work for lips.
They don't work for lips.
No.
They're not good for filling.
You know, too bad her butt didn't get that same kind of filling.
Her butt is an Applebee's side.
Yes.
But her lips are a finely milled double food mill mashed potato.
Yes. Like what I can't remember what they're called, but I know exactly what
China
you're talking about. No, not a China cap. It's like Palms, whatever, but it's like the most delicious kind of potato.
Interesting. What is the most delicious kind of potato?
It was like something like we had in Belterra, something along those lines.
Like a Yukon Gold. I feel like she's a Yukon Gold with a China cap, like pushed through a China cap and then filled her lips with it. It's very smooth.
Well, that's the thing. It's just fully smooth. Like, could a potato even get that smooth? I don't know.
It's probably just sidewalk cement. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Okay.
So she's like, you had a bachelor party?
I'm surprised she went about this so calmly, but I love that he's like, wait, what do you mean?
Okay. He said, I didn't touch any girls. It pans to a montage of him riding a girl like a pony.
Slapping an ass like bongos.
Oh my God. That was so funny.
Well, the reason why I feel bad for Gino is like he got beat up last night by Jasmine. There is no way she watched the show and her brain didn't explode.
And he goes, I was with my family. And then she goes, you lied to me. And he goes, lied to you?
I like that he's like, she's like, what'd you do the night before I came? He's like, I stayed home. You're stupid.
You're so stupid.
Don't you know that you're caught?
But that's why I don't feel bad. There was a camera there.
I know, but he's scared of her. And that's why I feel bad. Because he's like,
okay, well, this is your problem.
He's like, I need that. I think you need help.
Okay. But isn't that funny? He lies.
Right.
To her face.
Uh-huh.
And tells her that she needs help.
No, I get that. But it's like, I think it's more like, yesterday you were fucking lighting my napkin on fire for my 40th birthday party. Today we're fighting about like The Bachelor. Then the other day you're telling me I poisoned you with my dirty toilet. Like every day there's a problem here.
I know, but you signed up for this, Gino.
No, I know. I think he's filled with regrets.
Well, let me tell you, he said it's too much for him and she said that she doesn't want to marry him. Yes, you do.
Yes, you do. And they're probably married already.
They're probably double married.
Right.
They probably renewed their vows.
She's like, I want to go home. I want a ticket. I want a ticket. I want a ticket. I don't want you here.
I would get her a ticket so quick.
She would have a ticket.
She would be on the plane.
Had a ticket.
You would be in cargo in a cage.
You and Coco in cargo.
Those doggy steps would be on the runway.
Truly. Also, how long does it take how long does it take to put together these doggy steps?
It looks pretty intense.
He's like, good thing I'm an engineer. Dope.
Nick and Devon.
Okay, I'm watching this.
Mm-hmm.
Her accent. Mm-hmm. I don't like this. Because this is okay. So I'm reading on Reddit and everybody's like, this is because
she's drunk.
She said that she had really bad TMJ, while filming this. She had very bad anxiety and she gained weight. And I'm like, so she's talking in an accent drunk. Because she gained weight?
Yeah, it's like, oh, so you fake a Korean accent.
She's trying to fake a Korean accent.
I know.
You said it, and once you said it, like clicked in my brain.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So they take a bus to the airport and they meet this robot.
I know, it's creepy, but I like it.
And they meet her parents. Her mom looks very young.
Kevin and Katrina. She looks like her mom.
Yeah, but she looks worse than her mom.
No, her mom looks younger than her. Uh-huh.
I definitely did not think that those two people could produce that.
I know. It's like, I want to see more of her. I want to see what happens now. I want to see her in the wild. I'd like to see what she's like.
We're going to see her in the wild. And he's the only Asian there.
He's like, I'm not used to these accents. This is very overwhelming.
Yeah, it's like, of course you're not used to these accents. You've never heard a Southern accent because your girlfriend speaks with a Korean accent.
Right. Well, that's the problem. But yet nobody has the Australian accent. It's so confusing. But I don't know. We did not see a lot of Gino and Jasmine or Nick and Devon. Nope. Devoyne.
We saw some of Nikki and Igor, though.
We did see some of Nikki and Igor. They were driving to his parents' house still.
It's sort of in the country. It sort of looks like where Sumit and Jenny live.
And then he's like, this is where I first saw cows fuck? Is that what he said?
Yes.
Okay. I could not figure out. I like rewound it a few times. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. So we meet his stepdad and then we meet the cutest little chihuahua.
Jessica Delilah. Her name is Jessica Delilah.
Jessica is the cutest little chihuahua. She's so excited that he's home.
That is Daniel's, right? That's his stepfather's name. That's his emotional support dog.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he stroked that dog the entire day. He's like Ryan and his emotional support dog. Yes.
Okay. So his mother.
Maya, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
He has a type, huh?
They say you marry your mother. He is marrying his mother. His mother put on heels to go see Nikki. She stepped out of the kitchen and put on heels.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
His parents accept her. Of course they accept her. His mother's trying to be her.
Yes. His mother's like, finally, you're gonna marry someone I love.
You're gonna marry a beautiful woman.
Yes.
That I think is perfect.
Yeah. And I guess that's Nikki's first time meeting Daniel. So I guess they haven't been married that long. Yeah.
So the mother's showing family photos. Okay. So there's photos of her and Igor years ago.
Yes.
She looks regular.
So whenever we see flashbacks of Nikki, it's like, oh, Nikki could have stopped a long time ago.
No, I mean, it should have stopped a long time ago.
Right. Nikki should have, before her nose disintegrated. Like, she was so
cute. Her
cute.
nose.
Mm-hmm.
There was so many close-ups. What it is it just got nibbled on for a very long time.
Right. But like
it's what? Like she left her nose in the cabinet and she had mice.
Right. Like it's just little. But what did you put to attract these mice?
Peanut butter.
Oh, she was trying to fill it in with peanut butter? I don't know.
She had peanut butter in the tip of her nose and she left her head in the cupboard.
Yeah, old Mother Hubbard.
And the mice ate little baby bites of her nose. And that's what happened.
Because back then, Nikki had a full nose.
She used to have a full nose.
Full nose.
Now it's just a little.
A little.
All right. So then they show pictures of their first engagement dinner.
I know. And Nikki's like, I don't even have this picture.
What are they eating when they get it all over their teeth?
So that's what I'm trying to figure out. Chocolate, right? Like some kind of chocolate, I think.
Yeah, that scene did not.
But they're like smiling at each other with it. And I'm like, gross.
Yeah, very scary. So his visa is going to be approved in 4 months. And then his mother's crying that he's leaving. And she's hugging him. And Nikki is petting her hair as he hugs his mom.
I want to know what kind of cake this is. It looks like a Neapolitan cake or something. It looks delicious that they take out. It's like strawberry fluff, strawberry jelly, and cake. I don't know. It looked good.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, his mother said the first time he came back, he was very upset and she cries and she steps outside. This is dramatics. This is like acting. This is terrible.
Right, but this is what Nikki would do too.
But that's what I mean.
Yep.
Like yes.
I love that they both have this big blonde hair.
Oh, the curls.
I know.
His mother cannot imagine him leaving. He's done this before.
He doesn't even live with you now.
But you can't imagine him leaving. He did this before.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So now Nikki has an accent.
Tracey, Nikki has a heavier accent than Maya does. Yes.
She has a heavy Moldovan accent.
Yes.
She's speaking Romanian, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, como se dice? She's like, let me ask you something.
It's ridiculous. Like, do we have your blessing? It's like, what are you talking?
She's like, I would like to take Igor to America and put out a spread of cold foods on tables. I would like to make pickled fish, maybe sour cream. I will make very many things on table if Igor come to America.
I like that Nikki's like, don't worry, he's in good hands with me. It's like all you do. I mean, listen, Igor's terrible, but like all you do is yell at him 24/7. He's in
like
good
his
hands.
Mom.
Right. Well, that's true too.
She's like, make sure you keep yelling at him. And she's like, I will yell at him in this accent.
I would live in that house with that dog. That's what I would do.
That dog is so cute. So now she's like, let me ask you, how did you learn to accept me? His mother doesn't answer this question.
No, his mom's like,
his mom's like, listen, a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Right.
Mm-hmm. You know, when you're younger and then you're older. And then here we are.
And she's also like, it's his choice.
Right. But she's also like, you look exactly like me.
Right. You look exactly like me. And okay, sure. That's what he wants.
She's like, all right, I know that we have been engaged 3 times.
Right.
And that we've already planned for him to move. Do we have your blessing? And she's like, of course.
I'm surprised Nikki didn't tell Maya. He doesn't want to sleep with me though.
Okay.
He's not attracted to me. Right?
Yeah.
I thought Nikki would be like, okay, now tell your mom that you won't have sex with me.
Yeah.
And then I would have unzipped my skin.
And that dog would have been like, we got to get out of here.
Yeah, the dog would have been like, Daniel, let's fucking go.
Daniel, let's go. Daniel, put my leash on right now. I'm outie.
I really want Jessica Delilah. I loved that dog so much. As soon as I saw that dog, I'm like, oh,
she's so cute.
I fell in love.
Let's talk about Ashley and Manuel.
Okay.
How unlikable is she?
Okay. So when I remember when this first started, I'm like, I like Ashley so much. Wrong. Very wrong. She is the most, like, not the most unlikable, but she's pretty freaking unlikable. Like, he's annoying, but like, I get why he thinks she's annoying too, though.
All right. So we open up the scene. Rico is on the table. She's like, Rico.
We don't do that in this house.
He looks at her.
Uh-huh.
Like, are you kidding me? You know I love being on the table.
I do this shit all the time.
I do this all the time.
You sage me on this table.
This is where I do my best Wiccan.
This is where I read tarot cards, Mom.
And all she does is talk down to Manuel.
Well, so that's my problem. She talks down to him, and also like, why does she have to just spill the business constantly, like loud and in front of everyone?
Okay, well, she's gonna be running errands today, and she's gonna be what Noelle likes to be called getting taken for a ride.
Yeah, she's gonna take him for a ride.
She's gonna take him for a ride in the car.
That's my favorite thing to do. When I was in the throes of the flu, I'm like, Matt's gonna take me in the car today. You're like, good. Go wag your tail in the car, Noelle.
Put your head out the window. Get some breeze in your fur.
Yeah.
He thinks that she drinks too much coffee, but what is she doing?
Okay, so this is where, again, she loses me. It's like, okay, so she wants to get coffee outside. And he's like, it's expensive. Don't do that. I get it. It's annoying for someone to spend that much money. It's her money. She could do what she wants. But if you have coffee at home, why do it? So she brings a mason jar out, a full mason jar that's never going to fit in your cup holder, by the way. And then like a espresso,
a double shot of espresso
double shot espresso can. Right.
On the way to get coffee, she does this.
Right. And then she opens the can while he's holding the mason jar or whatever. And he's like, I don't want to hold your shit. But I think he was just annoyed. Like, what are you doing? Why
he goes, what are you, an octopus?
But like, what do you do? It's like, it's almost like she's trying to like be bad, like show off.
She's like, watch me stand on the coffee table.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
So she calls her friend in front of him.
So this is, again, you're annoying.
She's like, hey, we're fighting about drinking too much coffee. And then she starts crying.
And he's like, I'm uncomfortable. She knows that I don't speak English.
Yeah.
And she's just talking.
So now they're going to go on a date, a double date, the most amazing double date. They're going to go candle making. And she explains that like her and him, like they don't really know each other outside of the bedroom.
Right. So like so basically they only are good sexually.
Okay. So she said that there's going to be 30 people at the wedding. They got his suit ordered. So one of her friends asked what she's doing to make him comfortable. And she goes, I am providing food.
But she goes,
I eat like a bird.
He's doing all the cooking. I'm providing the food. But you know me, I eat like a bird. So there's so much more food in my house now. Why are we doing this?
Why are we doing this?
Why are we doing this?
So you're a hero. You're feeding this man.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, stop acting like he's a charity case.
Oh, God. So then the other friend is like, do you remember when you said you had to pay $250 to his family? Would you like to talk about that now? And she's like, yes, it is a point of tension. And she goes, well, he's been doing it for 30 years. So he's been doing this since he's 4 years old.
Right. His whole life.
Since he's 4 years old, he's been a migrant worker.
Yes.
That has traveled around and sent home money to his family since he's 4 years old.
Right. He's a hard worker.
Well, okay. Then she says that his kid's mom really isn't around like she needs to be.
Right. So basically he's in charge financially of the children.
Okay. Where is the mother?
I don't know.
So who are these kids with? Because they're not with you.
Maybe with his mom?
I mean,
I don't know.
So
like I wish it was a little more clear.
She said that his family is a monthly bill, and she asked how much she's gonna have to pay, and he's like, I don't know, like 300.
But he's also saying like, you do that now, but once I can, like, I'll be paying for this.
Okay, but also, this is something that you talk about before he comes here.
Agreed. And I do think that he's like a bit embarrassed about having her do this.
And then she goes, tranquilo, tranquilo, tranquilo.
I feel bad for him. I feel like he's embarrassed. I feel like you're right. She didn't ask any questions about, hey, what are you going to do about your family? I know you provide for them.
Okay, hey, you're moving here and you can't work. Are you coming here with any money?
I think he's also thinking like, hey, we're going to get married. You provide this now. I'm going to provide it as soon as I can.
Okay, but that's a discussion though.
Right, but I don't think he's taking advantage of her, like the way she's making it seem.
No.
Yeah.
But also, Ashley.
Yeah.
What do you think was going to happen? You know that he has kids.
Right.
So you're taking him to America. He's not going to have an income.
Did you guys plan that he was his kids money?
Right. So did you guys plan that he saved a certain amount of money before he came here? I mean, come on, what are we doing here?
And if you knew that his kid's mother wasn't around, you would know that he would have to provide for the kids.
Tranquilo.
God, you look just like her when you do that. The facial expressions.
She's so condescending. So
well, that's what it is.
Her friend said that he puts his family before Ashley. It's like, shut up.
Yeah, shut up. What are you guys
and then
talking about?
She goes to her. She goes, so why are you here?
I mean, he's there to get married to Ashley.
So he's yelling about, he's like, you spend more on your dogs than you even spend on this. Like, basically what he's saying is like, obviously, like you have enough money to spend on your dogs and you have enough money to send my family $300.
Right. But it's kind of like, don't bring the animals into this.
Don't talk about El Perro and El Gato.
Yeah, don't talk about the animals. Talk about her tarot cards. Don't talk about the animals. Come on. Then he leaves.
He leaves.
He's like, I'm going home. And then Sully goes to look for him. I cannot believe that Alyssa and Sully are married. I cannot believe those two are married.
Very weird.
I can't believe it, to be honest with you. It seems more of an arrangement.
Well, maybe it is an arrangement.
Yes.
Maybe she supports his family in Ecuador.
Something fishy is happening.
All right. Well, speaking of fishy, let's talk about Clayton and Annalie.
Annalie?
So they have this baby pool. They're filling it for the guinea pig's bath.
This isn't real.
Of course this isn't
it's
real.
Not real. Right. You have to get a whole full pool to bathe them.
You don't have a sink.
No. You have a bathtub, a shower.
No. Nothing. No sink in the bathtub in the bathroom either.
A bucket.
A bucket.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know how much you bathe guinea pigs.
Yeah, neither do I. I was thinking that too.
Let's check this out.
Because I don't really know anything about guinea pigs.
Let me see. Hold, please. Hold for more information about guinea pigs.
I'm holding.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for letting me.
She's like, oh, we're making soup?
I mean, but that's funny.
She didn't really say that, though.
No, none of these people are likable.
Okay, so let's see. No, guinea pigs don't need regular baths. They should only get a bum wash if they get messy.
Oh, interesting. A bum
Yeah,
wash.
you don't. Right, meaning like if they poop all over themselves.
No, I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't bathe your guinea pigs.
No, I didn't think so.
Yeah.
Weird.
Not good.
Mm-mm.
I don't know. Let's see.
I don't know.
Use Dawn dish soap to wash my guinea pig. Although some articles say it's safe to use Dawn dish soap to wash your guinea pig, we recommend that you don't. They're not a duck.
I was just gonna say they're not an oil slick duck. I don't think you should do that.
Oh man. So he asked about Brandy. Yeah, he asked about Brandy. He's like, remember my sister was wasted?
Yeah.
She's like, yeah. He's like, well, I think we should all spend more time together. She's like, great.
Yeah, that sounds so fun.
So she goes to talk to her mom by a hotel pool.
I guess it's like a complex where they are.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, her glucose is down to 300.
That's scary.
She has diabetes. She has osteoporosis and arthritis.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can I say something?
I know what you're going to say.
Controversial.
Uh-huh.
She's an old lady.
Right. Well, that's what I was going to say. These aren't like, I mean,
that's like saying
terrible,
oh my God, Noelle was just diagnosed with sinusitis.
Right. It's not like she had a heart attack. Right.
Right.
Yeah.
She doesn't have polio.
Yeah.
Get this woman some calcium chews. Let's go.
That's what I was thinking. Get her some calcium chews. They're delicious.
Also, I have arthritis too.
Mm-hmm. I think we all have arthritis.
I'm just saying. So
yeah,
he can't clean the guinea pig cages because he's allergic to them.
Suddenly.
You just gave them a bath before? You just held them to your bosom.
Right. But also you weren't allergic before.
You just went skin to skin with them.
But why?
I watched you breastfeed one of the guinea pigs.
But why do you have a pet you're allergic to?
Who cleaned the cages before you were here?
That's what I want to know. You did, because you're not allergic. You just want anal to feel included.
So now her mother's crying because she's lonely.
Mm-hmm.
And then Anali says, quote, I only have one mother. I can find another boyfriend. Yeah, do that.
Yeah, then do that. Then do it there. Why are you here? Why are you here?
Why are you here? Also, 59 days to wed.
I know.
That went quick.
I know.
So they're going to go to Indiana to visit Brandy. And he tells her.
He also calls her Anali for a second, or Anally. He says to his mother, he's like, funny. Me and Anally are going to go. And I'm like,
me and Anali. Yeah.
He said it wrong.
No, he said it right. So she says something about he calls the guinea pig fat or something.
Yeah, I don't really.
And then she calls him fat. And then she calls him
her
chunky. Fat. And then he's like, yeah, your shorts are too tight. And it's like, well, we went real life.
Yeah, but they're being stupid, I think.
He said there's no intimacy. And then she's
she's been there a month and they haven't had sex.
Mm-hmm.
Not that, listen, you don't have to have a lot of sex. I get it. But they went from having sex to not. Yeah, and they hadn't seen each other in a while. Right.
So she's like, what is Indiana known for? He's like, drugs and corn. That was very funny.
I mean, you're not wrong.
He's like, maize y las drogas. Okay, so they go to this apple orchard, picking, and all they get is a bucket to put 4 apples in.
Yeah, that's it.
So Brandy's like, oh man.
Brandy.
Can I translate what Brandy said?
Uh-huh.
Brandy's like, I blacked out last time I saw you.
Yeah, Brandy's like, I got fucked up. I didn't mean it.
Right.
I really don't.
She goes, they told me to say that.
Right. I don't even know you like that.
So she writes something to read to Brandy, and she's basically like, my mother, her
like
thumb,
my mom's sick.
Her thumb doesn't bend all the way when it's really rainy out.
Right. My mother's complaining of thumb aches when the rain's coming.
Also, she ate a Hershey's bar and things aren't going well.
Right. Pretty much, yes. And then his sister's like, "Oh, I feel so bad," and then
she hugs her, she cries, and they both cry about her mom. And then Clayton tells Brandy that they can't be intimate, and then asks Brandy how she got pregnant with Brooklyn while she lived with her mother.
Bends over.
Oh God, that was so funny.
I love that. I'm like, oh, maybe she is fun.
She seems fun. She does alcoholic.
Seem fun. I like alcoholics.
All right, so they get to the hotel, and he said that it's uncomfortable to be sexually frustrated. So
I know, but this is where he loses me. It's like, shut up. Cry me a river, blue balls. Well, shut up.
So he brings lube and a Rubik's Cube. What's with him and these Rubik's Cubes?
He's got it. He keeps one on his bedside at home, too. So you mean to tell me when you can't sleep, you work on a Rubik's Cube? What's wrong with you?
Go TikTok and watch dead babies get dragged down the hall in the hospital like I do.
Go listen to Gerald's Game, which I'm listening to right now, and it's giving me massive anxiety.
Come on. So apparently, like, he like lit all these fake candles.
Yeah.
And he was like laying in the bed, and she said he looked like a cow on the bed.
Yeah, she doesn't like him.
He doesn't like her either.
But she doesn't like him more.
No, absolutely. So then they kiss. And then he's like, "Can I turn off the light?" She's like, "Yes, I would like to go to sleep."
Thank you. My God, that was so funny, but I feel bad for him.
He's like, "Do you know what blue nuts or blue balls are?" He's like, "This is when my testicles turn blue."
Okay, that's not real.
She's like, gross. She's like, "Don't ever talk about any part of your body ever again."
Right. I don't like you. You're a cow.
She's like, "Look, your eyes are so red. Go to sleep forever."
The way he's like rubbing her neck and like kissing her, gross.
Also,
but what's her angle? She doesn't want a green card. And she doesn't like him, though.
And she has to live in the guinea pig cage.
Right. So what's her
What
angle?
are you doing, Anal Eye?
What are you doing, Anal Eye?
What do you go home?
Why are you here?
Go home.
Go home. She'll go home.
Go home.
She has to go home.
She should go home.
Also, next week, we're going to meet another couple.
I know. And he is
Tracey. I know him and you know him.
Oh, we all know him.
I can't wait to meet him, to be honest with you. Oh, she's going to come with her cop dad. I cannot wait to see this.
Intense.
It's going to be a good time.
Very intense. Oh, my God.
Okay.
All right. 90 Day Fiance, 90 Day Podcast on Instagram and Twitter. Follow Noelle at Noe Girl on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Follow me at Trixie2Zini on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. And we'll see you, again next week.
Yeah, that works.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.